On October 10th, 2018, I packed up my truck, left my home in White Salmon, Washington, and headed towards San Diego to meet a friend. We had plans to start a business together. I was traveling on US 97 through the Dalles and Bend, Oregon. There was a lot of road construction and a major deer migration underway, so I was driving cautiously, well under the speed limit due to heavy truck traffic and my fully loaded pickup truck. I stopped to get a couple hours of sleep and continued south on US 97. Near Chiloquin, Oregon, I was stopped at another construction zone flagman when I was hit from behind by a 40-ton semi-truck doing 50 miles an hour. The driver, with a passenger and dog in the cab, did not even touch the brakes. Shortly after impact, I was knocked unconscious as the semi crushed my truck and dragged it 200 feet down the highway, running over construction equipment in the process. As I regained consciousness, construction workers helped pull me through the window of the crushed truck because the semi was leaking diesel fuel. The driver of the semi-truck was running around asking people why I was stopped in the middle of the road.
Oh, fuck.
I was injured and in shock. I had to refuse a ride to the emergency room so I could pick up my belongings the semi had scattered over 200 feet of pitch-black highway. The semi-truck that hit me is owned by Penske Leasing. The tractor-trailer was operated by MB Global Logistics, a fly-by-night company out of Addison, Illinois. Following the accident, I was approached by Russell Wright III, the driver of the truck who hit me. He was enraged because he had been cited at the scene for careless driving and I had not been cited. He made numerous racist threats, claiming he was wrongfully cited because he was black. He told me he had no problem killing people, especially white people. When I reported this incident to the Klamath County Sheriff, a Klamath County Sheriff deputy told me they would take no action on the matter and that it would be in my best interest to leave Klamath Falls. My truck was totaled. I rented a U-Haul truck in Klamath Falls. When they heard I was in an accident, they charged me triple the advertised rate and charged my credit card another $100 the following week. I had suffered a concussion and could barely stand or walk. The ER doctor told me to expect a lengthy recovery. I am hearing impaired. My hearing aids were lost in the accident, and now I have great difficulty hearing. The afternoon following the accident, I called my insurance company, Progressive Insurance, to file a claim. I was shocked when Progressive told me they would not honor my policy, which included uninsured and underinsured motorist coverage and no-fault personal injury protection, mandated by the state of Washington. I called Progressive a week later with policy in hand and was told again they would not honor my valid insurance policy. I received 2 claim denial letters from Progressive Insurance, and they refused to pay for the ER visit following the accident. The driver of the Penske semi-truck had no insurance company listed on the accident report, only an insurance broker. I did not know who the insurance company for the driver was or if he had insurance at all. A couple weeks following the accident, I started receiving calls from multiple insurance brokers claiming to be investigating the incident. One of these brokers, Gallagher Bassett, claimed to be the insurance company for the truck driver at fault for the accident. A quick internet search showed that Gallagher Bassett is not an insurance company, just an insurance broker. They demanded the title for my truck that was destroyed in the accident. I refused and told them I would not release my truck until a settlement was reached. Gallagher Bassett had no concern for the injuries and damage inflicted by the reckless driving of their client. The discussion was limited to them demanding the title of my vehicle. I had no idea who these people were or if they actually represented the driver who hit me. Gallagher Bassett contacted me again a few days later with a single and final offer to settle for injuries and damages caused by their client. Blue Book value for my truck and $500. Less than half the cost of the ER visit following the accident, but only if I released my vehicle to them first. The truck driver's insurance company was not Gallagher Bassett. It is Star Indemnity and Liability Company, a giant insurance company who uses their prominent government connections to their clients' benefit by refusing to pay legitimate insurance claims. Gallagher Bassett using falsified documents and making false statements that they had settled the accident claim with me, took my truck without my knowledge or consent, and are now charging me $100 a month. Once again, I contacted the Klamath County Sheriff. I was told that under Oregon Revised Statute 164.135, I had no grounds for a criminal complaint. According to Oregon Revised Statute 164.135, a person commits a crime when a vehicle is taken without the owner's consent. Here is an email to Gallagher Bassett stating I would not relinquish ownership of the vehicle until a settlement was reached. There has been no settlement. The semi-truck that hit me, owned by multimillionaire Roger Penske, is repaired and back on the road. The Oregon Department of Transportation has new construction equipment and are back to using unsuspecting motorists and their vehicles as crash barriers. MB Global Logistics and their unqualified and dangerous drivers like Russell Wright III did not miss a day of work. The insurance companies involved, Progressive Insurance and Star Indemnity and Liability Company, have no legal requirement to honor insurance policies or compensate the accident victim. The accident victim who obeyed the law, saved a flagman's life, and had his own life destroyed by a careless semi-truck driver has had to accept responsibility for the people who caused the accident. I have had to pay for all expenses sustained in the semi-truck wreck and pay expenses incurred by the insurance company of the truck driver who hit me. This accident has cost me everything. Now I am on public assistance. Taxpayers are now paying the bills. According to Washington Governor Jay Inslee and Washington Insurance Commissioner Mike Creedler, the insurance companies acted properly, and this is a fair and equitable outcome for all parties.